All aboard, y'all. Last Friday, we witnessed a train wreck. This was a train wreck of a promo from start to finish, y'all. It was like I was watching. I was like, oh my goodness! Like I'm getting like it's cringy. I don't know. I'm getting like secondhand embarrassment. It was just a lot of things. I was like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. But now I'm ready to see these women duke it out at WrestleMania. Like now I'm ready. Like I was cringed out at first, but I was like, you know what? Now I want to see how this is gonna play out in the match. What are we really gonna get here? Like I'm tuned in now. Like they were in a low place, and they went right back up to my excitement. I'm like, okay, let me see what the women do here. Man, this was crazy. So before I start my rant, Chicago, y'all were very vocal about how y'all felt about this promo the whole time, man. Y'all were very vocal. So I have my I Love Chicago shirt on. It's appropriate for this video. I've been to Chicago a few times, but my most memorable trip was when I went there for Survivor Series in 2023, which is when CM Punk returned back to WWE. So yeah, like I'm like, yeah, I have to, I have to put the merch on for today, cause woo, Chicago, y'all were the main character of this whole segment. So from the beginning, let's get into it. I'm trying to make this concise and quick. All right, man. So beginning of the segment, Charlotte's already in the ring. Tiffany now comes out. Okay, cool. So before the segment even starts, there's a few woos I'm hearing, like woo, in the crowd, but it's kind of masked out with a few boos. So Charlotte goes, "You hear that? That's power." So Tiffany says, "Chicago, what time is it?" And it said Tiffy time at the top of their lungs in unison. I was like, okay, 1 point for Tiffany, because man, like the crowd pops for Tiffany. And even out this whole feud, they have popped for Tiffany. Even before like just all this stuff went crazy, they were already popping for Tiffany. Even when she was a heel. So yeah. So, Wade, I believe that's his name, he was asking Charlotte, like, why did you choose Tiffany? And, she's like, I want to do charity work. And, it's decided, like, hey, you're begging for a match. I got your match, da-da-da. And even like 2 words into that, the crowd is booing Charlotte. Like, straight up, like, boo! Like, ooh, And I thought she was gonna take over this promo and like really still keep going and try to eat it up, but you could tell she was flustered by the crowd. Like this, I know people have off days, and I was like, yeah, this is an off day for Charlotte. Like, this is crazy to coming from a veteran like Charlotte, for her to get so overwhelmed by the crowd and get flustered and not like complete her promo. I was like, what's going on? Because I would expect that from like Tiffany, because she hasn't been on the main roster for a long time. And to get overwhelmed by a crowd, I'm like, okay, whatever. But someone like Charlotte, I was like, this is crazy. So whatever, she was like saying, oh, this is charity work and all that. So I was like, yes, playing to the Nepo queen, Nepo baby role of like, yeah, like I'm above y'all. I'm doing charity work by, challenging for the belt. Like, you should be happy I'm even challenging the belt, trying to take the belt from you. Like, I was like, yes, let's stick into that, right? Okay, cool. But it just, the promo, like, the crowd wasn't feeling it. Even, you could tell Charlotte wasn't feeling it. And, yeah, it was a lot. And I knew that Charlotte was getting, like, really flustered and just, it wasn't working for her when she started, like, mimicking Tiffany's voice. Like, oh, I can't hear you. It's squeaky. It was like, yeah, I think what happened was she didn't expect Tiffany to come out so full force and so ready to like go on the mic, because like since January, since Charlotte won the Royal Rumble, Tiffany has been getting sideswiped by Charlotte. Charlotte will attack her after the match. She'll just like attack her and then point to the WrestleMania sign. Then it went from physical attacks to like on the mic, where I remember they were doing side by side and Charlotte chewed her up. So I feel like Charlotte got a little bit too comfortable and didn't think Tiffany was gonna like really come with it this past Friday. And like, I'm not saying Tiffany's right or wrong by doing a low blow by mentioning personal stuff, but it's like if you're backed up in the corner for mad weeks and everyone's like, yo, Tiffany, fight back, the fans are like, what's going on? Make a lasting impression about this match. She did what she had to do. you know. But after this promo, I was like, oh, these girls, I don't think these girls like each other. Like, I know wrestlers put on good shows for like Heat, but I was like, nah, these women, like, they don't like each other, and I can't wait to see what happens at WrestleMania, y'all. At WrestleMania. But yeah, the promo was bad, but then Tiffany just came full force in this promo. Like, she's mentioning like how Charlotte, her biggest competitor is with the fans. Like, she can't win the fans over. Then Tiffany was mentioning the whole like Charlotte crying on a talk show. I was like, ooh, when she mentioned it, I was like, oh, okay, we're going personal now. Like, we're talking about outside things into a promo now. Ooh, okay. Then, she's like, oh, you'll be second to your father. Then she mentioned the whole like you'll always be alone and you'll be 0 for 3. And she did the mic drop and rolled out of that ring. I said, oh my gosh. Like, oh, she's taking it there. She's taking it there. And because it's funny because I would say Tiffany went in for the kill because before she started dropping that 0 for 3 line, Charlotte already gave up mid promo and she backed up in the turnbuckle and was like, you know what, you get the last word in, Tiffany. Because she was realizing the crowd wasn't trying to let her talk. And you gave up. You backed up. You literally are showing that you're defeated. Like, I'm over it. And it's like, girl, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Tiffany really struck a nerve with Charlotte because Charlotte was like, oh, that's why Kaiser was in my DMs. And it's like, whoa. Why are we mentioning men being anyone's DMs? Like, this is getting too personal for me. But it makes me excited. Like, a lot of fans on the timeline, myself included, I was like, oh, I was not interested in this feud at all. Because I remember I did a video a few weeks ago saying, like, I'm over it. Like, this is boring. And this made me be like, ooh, I was like, you know what? Ooh, I can't wait to see the WrestleMania, how it's really going to play out. Like, ooh, like, so yeah. But again, I'm not going to say Tiffany's right or wrong. I'm just saying, like, you keep backing up someone in the corner. Some people are going to go for the low blow. And I know Charlotte wasn't expecting that. But hey, we're here now. And I can't wait to see how this is going to unfold. But yeah, who do you guys want to win? What do you guys think of the feud? Are you guys ready for WrestleMania to see what happens? Because I know a few people are like, oh, I know Charlotte's going to no-sell. Charlotte's going to like really, really go full in for herself and not the business. And I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to see how this is going to I can't wait to see how this is going to play out. Like, the match, I'm ready for it. But yeah, like, the promo was a train wreck. Like, I didn't expect Charlotte to really get defeated, like, to just throw in the towel mid promo. Like, I thought she was gonna go into it. And I'll say this real quick is like, this feud, she teetered so much on good guy, bad guy, and it's like, girl, you came and attacked Tiffany. You gotta be a heel. You gotta stay in it. You can't be like, hey crowd, you guys are smart, and hey crowd, it's like, no, you're a heel, stay in it. And in the past, watching wrestling, I saw heels getting booed and they play into that like, oh, this crowd is dumb anyway, or you guys are idiots anyway, or y'all don't know anything good for you. Like, play that booze into heat and to get a lot of pop for the booze than the baby face. And she wasn't, yeah, it was an off day for my girl. But anyways, y'all, call at me, talk to me in the comments. I'll see y'all later. 2 and 2.